Yeah, it's a bit the same as the game. We've got a lot of young players here, and for this match we decided obviously we were going to make a few changes in the team, but to give some of the other young players that haven't been part of the 18 that we're allowed to bring to the game, give them the opportunity to come along and experience a game. We've got a number of guys that have stayed behind in the hotel and haven't even experienced being at the ground. So we want to give all of those young guys, or as many of the young guys, as much of an experience as we possibly can. So for this game, there was David and Kedar and Nadeem were the three fit guys that weren't here today. Look, I'm proud of the boys. I mean, they've worked hard. They've worked well in the practice sessions here, and they've all stuck together. They're a good bunch of guys. Unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes. We haven't played as well as we possibly can, but that hasn't stopped them working hard at practice. And I'm just happy for them that they've been able to get a win. Hopefully, this is the first win of a few in these last few games, and some of the young players can make a good contribution and get confidence, and some experience playing at this level. Well, I've already answered that question earlier, but I'll say it again. We can't make the final, so we've made a decision that we want the young players to experience not just the matches, but time at the ground and around the setup. And for this match, we made a decision that he wasn't the only experienced player that we've left back at the hotel. We had a number of young players that haven't even been to the ground, so even as a reserve. So we wanted to give them the opportunity to come along and experience that. And that may continue for a few more games yet. We don't know. We've got to sit down in a day or two and pick a team and pick a squad of 18. So that's just the way it is. He's obviously Dave's obviously watching the game back in the hotel and giving the boys support. So it's the same as everyone else. We're all in this together. He's been a good player for a lot of years. Obviously a world-class wicket-keeper. He gets, since he came into the team at the end of the last IPL here in the UAE, batted extremely well and was part of the turnaround here 12 months ago. So he's deserved his spot at the top of the order. He would be the first to admit that, at 37 years of age, he's in the twilight of his career. But to his credit, he's very fit. He's still hitting the ball nice and crisply, and obviously he's still keeping well. So as long as those older players keep working hard, it's one of those things. If you don't use it, you lose it. And but Sahar is one of the hardest trainers in the squad. So his future's up to him, how long he plays. Look, that certainly hasn't been discussed. It's something that this is the last year of before the major final. Those decisions will be made further down the line. He's been a great contributor to the Hyderabad Sunrisers for a number of years now, and he's very well respected. With the amount of runs he's scored, and I'm sure he's got a lot more runs in him yet in the IPL.